Hey, what's up YouTube? This is the Mermail Master, coming at you guys from the Team Time Riders YouTube channel, and we're back again with your very favorite individual. This man, you know him, you love him, it is Earl. And you guys know Earl is the man who brings all of the most awesome deck profiles that you see on our channel. And he's got some crazy stuff for you, some stuff that you've seen before updated, some stuff that you haven't seen before and is very surprising, and a lot of in between. Today, we have a deck profile that I just profiled, and he is about to tear it apart. What are we playing?
I'm going to one-up your Amazon's deck.
All right, guys. We are going to learn just how bad my Amazon's deck is in comparison to Earl's. Anything you want to say before we get into the profile?
Let's get to it.
Let's do it.
All right, so you don't like Paladin. I disagree.
Okay, I would like to hear the reason.
Beat stick. And sometimes you just need a beat stick, and she is that beat stick. Then of course we've got 3 Chain Masters.
So this is something that I do not run. I guess I found it like a little bit like I don't want to say confusing, but like it's like doesn't jive well. What's your reasoning behind this?
Paying 1,500 life points, worst case scenario, you get a free peek of your opponent's hand. Best case scenario, you take one of their monsters that they need.
You find yourself going into it a lot?
Very much so.
Oh. We might have to do an Amazoness mirror match because I also brought my deck.
Yeah, and I've also got the 3 Swords Woman.
All ultra rares.
Yep.
That's another way that my deck has unfortunately gotten one up, considering the fact that mine is only 1 ultra rare.
Yeah, I noticed.
I'm crying a tear behind the camera.
And I have not 2, but 3 Princess, as you should.
You can... I don't want to lose my ad revenue. I'm not going to say it.
And then I'm also playing not 1, but 2 Queen.
Okay. So why do you like 2 Queen in this deck?
Because that's what I was running before I was announced that Empress was going to be in Circuit Break. And that was why she was a $15 to $20 card. Now she's only like an 8 to 10 now, but it still holds value.
Yeah, very true.
And you're not obviously going to have Empress all the time, so being able to save your Amazons by battle is very useful. Then I'm also throwing 2 Spies from Circuit Break.
2 Spies.
So this one, it's you can summon it straight from your hand by revealing another Amazons in your hand. And when it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you get to choose an Amazon's monster other than Spy in your graveyard and either add to your hand or shuffle it back into the deck.
Of the very few Amazoness deck profiles I've seen, almost everyone is running 3 Spies. Why do you like 2?
I'd like to bump it up to 3. I was only able to get 2 throughout this entire weekend. Really? Nobody wanted to just throw me a 3rd one for whatever reason.
That is actually extremely surprising. I had more Spies than I could count throughout the entire weekend, and I wish I had some left.
I mean, I'm happy with 2. I'm still trying it out. If I need to bump up to 3, I can always just buy it online. I'm also playing 2 of the Baby Tiger.
Yep.
Just really fun combo plays, especially with Spy, because if you reveal this with Spy, you can then summon it with its own effect, straight from hand.
Wow.
And you still have your normal summon. Then I'm also playing only 1 Sage and 1 Trainee, mainly for space reasons. But probably can't tell on the camera, but they're both Starfoil from the battle pack.
Let's see if we can... Yeah, it's really tough to catch an angle here. No, it's not happening.
Yeah, well, take my word for it. They're from the battle pack, Starfoil. Then I'm also playing 3 Warrior Lady of the Wasteland.
All right, so this was a bygone pick for old Amazoness players before the new support come out. Why do you like it now?
I just want an excuse to play my dual terminal playset of this card.
We're gonna try again, and see, guys, you can kind of see the shine right there. Looks very nice. Yeah.
If not, you can clearly see dual terminal listed right there. Then I'm also playing 2 Junk Anchor.
Ooh, interesting.
So this is it's a tuner, level 2 tuner, and similar to Quick Draw, it can be substituted for any Synchron tuner for a Synchro Summon. However, unlike Quick Draw, it's not limited to those types of Synchro Summons. So you can make Beast with this, you can make Barkon with this, you can make Trishula with this if you wanted to. and that's basically all it's there for. It has another effect that it can revive a junk monster in the graveyard to then immediately synchro summon with it, but banish the materials. But I rarely do that. If I were playing Junk Gardener, I'd probably do it, but I don't. But I also have 2 Junk Synchrons, German from the Advent Calendar.
Yeah, they look pretty.
They are. It's really only there for a couple of the synchro options, but it can revive a tiger. Doing so will summon the other tiger from the graveyard.
Oh man,
for
that's
shenanigans.
busted.
Yeah,
that is busted.
But yeah. When we go into the extra, you'll see why I have this in here. And then finally, 1 glow bulb for the easy Natty Beast play.
Natty Beast.
Yep.
All right.
That's it for monsters. For spells, I've got Triple Village.
Gotta have Triple Village.
Yep, and I also have Triple Call.
Best card in the deck.
Very, very much so. So much so that I'm opting not to play Terraforming. I'm playing this instead because this can search for it.
Yeah.
Hell, Princess can search for Village, so it all works out in the end. Then I'm also playing 2 Heirloom. Very underrated card. I actually had to dig for these in my bulk just to throw in here again because I wasn't playing them before. But now it's just a pretty decent card right now, especially with Swordswoman.
A lot of Amazonuses are not really running Heirloom.
Yeah.
But
And I've got 1 Rhoda and Dark Hole because, again, I only have so many Raigekis to go across my decks.
But it would be a Raigeki otherwise.
Right. Well, with Dark Hole's reason limiting, it doesn't really matter nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Ultra Polymerization,
Oh.
because this was the first polymerization card I found in my bulk this morning.
Okay.
Alternatively, this would just be a regular ass vanilla poly. And I do want to try to fit the Predaplan engine in here as well. So that's one thing that I'm going to be changing in the near future.
What do you think you're going to take out for it?
If anything, the Warrior Ladies of the Wastelands.
It's a pretty easy cut, I guess, for you.
It is.
But I don't know. So I feel like at least with like the fusions and it seems like there's like a lack of focus on polymerization. Like, if you ran poly, why would you want to have it at 1?
I wouldn't. I'd probably run it at 2. I just only have it at 1 because I currently only have 1 of the fusions in here right now.
Yeah.
This is just for what's what I'm looking for. Not testing, but just theorizing.
Theory crafting, I guess.
Yeah, theory.
Whatever. Yeah.
Theorio.
Theorio.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to the traps. I've got Triple Archers. This is one of my favorite traps in the deck. It's especially trollsy with Ojama Trio. Because you give them the tokens, then you flip this, they have to attack with the tokens. I'm not playing the Ojama Trio right now. I was in the past. I recently took them out to make room for the spies, but I'm going to be putting the Trios back in. I might even put Ojama Duos in here.
That would be insane.
Yeah, it's very stupid and very trollsy. It can end games because not only are they attacking with 0 attack monsters, they're taking 300 on top of that when the tokens die.
Yeah.
Then I'm only playing 2 Onslaught and 1 Willpower, mainly for space reasons. But again, this is all just one big theory right now. I'm going to try to rearrange things here and there as time goes on and see what happens.
Yeah, it's surprising, like Amazonas, like for a deck, like you'd think that there's not a lot of things that you want to run, but surprisingly, you have incredible amounts of space problem in the deck.
Yeah.
And it's, like just trying to find like the right ratio of things that I think the particular person who's playing the deck likes is like, it's incredibly, incredibly difficult. But there's a lot of good ideas in here.
Yeah, one thing that I've been, there was that one Amazonas that was the Blowpiper. I was using that, but I want to try using that again. I just need to, again, find space for it.
Really? I've tried Blowpiper. I just think it's not really that good because she only deducts the attack points on your standby phase. So
that's true, and I suppose with Princess and Spy, those are better level 3s for the deck. So, I mean, it's all theory.
True. All right.
Moving on to the extra, we've got 2 Mrs. Radiant. I mean, it's a deck full of Earth monsters. Why not? And then moving on to Xyz, we've got Blade Armor, because Blade Armor, Excalibur, because Excalibur, Castell, because Castell, Cowboy, because Cowboy.
Yep, Cowboy for game. You guys haven't heard that in a million years.
Yeah. And then for Synchros, this is where I put down Trishula, but couldn't find him in all my other decks this morning, and I was running low on time to come here to run the sneak event. So just imagine there's a Trish right here.
Trishula.
Yeah. And then as I mentioned with Junk Anchor, it substitutes itself for Synchron tuners. So we've got Chevalier de Fleur.
Whoo! I was actually just looked at this card yesterday.
Yeah, I was when I was looking to get this online, I was surprised that the only print was from the video game.
Yeah.
I always thought it was reprinted in Legendary Collection 5Ds, but no, it's only in the video game. But I mean, still, it was only like $3.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's not that bad. But I was legit surprised that it was only in the video game. Yeah. But for those who don't know, it's basically kind of like Shein. You negate a spell trap once per turn during the opponent's turn. Oh no, it's only during your turn. It's not even a quick effect. That's
that actually makes it.
That's unfortunate. Moving on.
Anyway.
Junk Berserker.
The Ghost Rare version too.
Yeah, I have a very good friend to thank for hooking me up with this. She collects Ghost Rares, and she actually had a spare of this, and she was missing a Ghost Rare that I happen to have. So we decided, you hook me up with that, I'll hook you up with this, and boom, it was done.
Wow.
Yeah, I think the Ghost Rare was a Draco Quest.
I remember there's, I think, a guy or girl or someone down at Pandemonium who has a...
Lisa.
Yeah.
Yep.
Red hair? No?
Is
maybe.
that what she has now? I haven't seen her in ages.
It only comes there in sneak peek somehow. And
yeah.
This time she wasn't there. Like, I don't know.
Well, at least if you're watching, hi.
Hope you are.
Yeah. But anyways, Junk Berserker, this is one of the two reasons why I play the original Junk Synchron, because it's level 7, so Junk Synchron, one of the Amazons, it makes this, and I can banish Junk Synchron to weaken something by 1300.
Yep.
Alternatively, he just kills anything in defense automatically.
Alright.
And the other reason I play Junk Synchron is Junk Archer. Again, level 7 Synchro, Junk Synchron, and a level 4 Amazon. Once per turn, I just banish something on the opponent's field until the end phase. And just gets rid of threats for a turn, allows me to attack directly. Overall, decent card.
Pretty broken.
And then two more cards for Junk Anchor, Turbo Warrior and Drow Warrior. I'd imagine people know what Drow Warrior is, but Turbo Warrior, any level 6 or higher Synchro that attacks, it basically shrinks them when he battles it. And he can be targeted by the effects of level 6 or lower monsters.
Nice.
And then, as we've established, Beast and Barkion.
Mm-hmm.
Really shouldn't have to say any more than that.
Yep. Self-explanatory.
Yep. And then we have the Amazon Empress.
Nice.
I'm so sad that this is only a common. I would have wished it would have at least been a super, because I would love to have this as a holo.
If there's enough support, I think, for like Amazonuses and in general, like we could definitely see this coming in some kind of like GX pack. It's definitely a super or above.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, this was supposed to be in Light's Revenge.
Yeah.
But they took it out for some fucked up reason. I don't know why.
Really? I remember, like, in Japan, the Amazonas cards were released in 2 different sets. So it was PP17, I think, and their version of Legend Duelist.
Yeah, PP17. That was all like anime stuff. This was one of the things from the Arc 5 anime.
Yes.
This the Pet Liger, the Spy, even the Quiet Life. Those were in Arc 5.
Yeah.
The stuff from Legend Duelists are brand new. They were made to help support these, so that you would have Princess, which treated itself as Queen, Baby Tiger treated itself as Tiger, make it something in these easier so you didn't have to play the originals.
Yeah, and thank you Konami for releasing that stuff, because I never got to play Amazonas before, and
I remember I built this deck back when the support came out for Drev, and I just wanted to build it because why the fuck not?
I really wanted to get this profile before before the Legend Duelist stuff came out, but I wasn't able to get up here before that time.
Yeah.
But if you guys are interested in that profile, Earl actually sent me a list on the Facebook. You know, feel free to send me a message. Let me know. This list is already typed up as well, so I can just copy and paste it in a comment section below. But feel free to let me know. And yeah, so thanks so much, Earl, for the deck profile. Amazonas is an awesome deck as usual. And anything you want to say? Any shout outs you want to give?
Death by Snoo Snoo. That's why I call this deck.
Death by Snoo Snoo. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked the video, please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And we will catch you guys on the next Team Time Riders video. See ya. Peace out.